Alright, hello, welcome back. Last time we learned that, the dragons are back, and it's a full-on invasion again like last year. We kind of got beat up, but we were rescued by these strange people who don't seem to think too highly of us, yet they saved us. Surely there's some ulterior motive they got, but we'll just be thankful that we were saved in the first place. There was no way out of that otherwise. And once we woke up and recovered, which was only about 3 days, we have been tasked with going to Marunouchi, Skyrift, and just getting back into shape. We just gotta defeat some of the purple dragons around here, just kind of get back together, because, man, we're definitely behind from how we used to be a year ago. So, let's just go straight to that. And I also... Okay, there's no skills. I mean, Chio can learn defense booster, but he's close to leveling up attack booster. Mosquito pitch, I've thought about it. I don't think I will learn that either. The next pitch skill I might learn, but maybe not mosquito. I mean, it's a nice skill and all for the beginning. Oh boy, we're too good at being healthy. I don't know how many would be in here, like 5? Usually 5. Okay. There's only 3. It's fine. Also, I've been thinking, and, like, we all know what the second version of the OST is. You know, it's in 2020, it's in this one too. We saw the intro. Hatsune Miku was there again. So you know, there's a diva version of the soundtrack in this game. Now the thing is, you usually don't unlock the diva mode stuff until like 40% of the way through the game, somewhere around there. 30 to 40, 35, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that early places like this, you don't really get to hear the diva version of the soundtrack unless you were actively, like, going back on purpose. I think we will go and listen to the diva version of the soundtrack for a bit. It's much earlier. Technically shouldn't be able to hear it yet, but I mean, as long as you can play the game, they let you do whatever you want. Yeah, the vibes of this track feels very different when Miku's singing. It sounds more dreadful, I would say. Is that the right word? It's like foreboding? I don't know. It sounds like... Also, the battle thing, really good. Yeah, I really like the diva version of the battle theme. Both versions are really good. So I hold them about equal, I think. What's up, Private Hoshino? Thanks to take out those dragons. I don't know whether or not to go back. I mean, I already knew this before, but dragons are majorly tough. Take them head on, and they're really gonna wear you down. So if you want to get edge on them, attack dragons from behind. Do it right, and you get the first strike in battle. Oh, and one other thing. Watch out for nearby dragons when fighting. Those things are wild. Carefully don't barge in while you're distracted. So yeah, if you're taking too long to fight a dragon and there's other dragons nearby, they will join in. And you'll be fighting 2 dragons at once, or 3, or more. It depends on the size of the dragon, how many can fit into a fight maximum, but usually just 2. There's some small sized dragons to where 4 of them could fit in at once, and it's terrible, and all that, but otherwise, yeah. Of course, the way the game is set up, it's not too often where you accidentally are in a fight with, like, multiple dragons at once. The only ways it can really happen is if the game wants you to get into a fight with multiple dragons on purpose, or if you just really aren't watching out and you just happen to, like, get into a fight with a dragon. One other dragon was kind of close by. Or, you know, you do it on purpose. You're like, I want to fight 2 dragons. I need the rush of true combat. Something like that. Yeah, as you can see, the dragon gauge turned yellow. You don't have to be in a fight with a dragon to get another dragon in. Just any fight at all has a chance of adding new dragons in if they're close enough. which I actually used in Dragon 2020 to my advantage at one point, I remember. Inside the... Is it called Kokabuchi Factory? It's... You know, that place. And yeah, that happens when a dragon is one turn away from joining you. So, at the end of this turn, if we haven't defeated everything here, it'll join in. Oh, I just realized we probably aren't going to hear the new dragon theme now. So we should at least play it on normal, right? Okay, now let's... I mean... We'll level Mosquito Pitch up to 1. I feel like showing skills is nice. Okay, now there's one thing that I, Next level, attack up causes downer. Now, I don't really get... I must be missing something, because from what I understand, downer is the status ailment that makes skills cost more mana. Like, double the mana. But for monsters, I don't think that's a thing. I don't think they really have that, you know? I do not actually understand. I need to go talk to that status ailment guy back home. Surely he will know. He will tell me what downer does. Hey! Yes, this is the new one. Okay. I'm trying to remember the name of this one. Since the game was never translated in English, the names are like translated versions that may not make the most sense, I believe. But this one's called Wings Strike Back, I'm pretty sure. I think it's a nice enough theme. I do prefer the first game's one, but this one is good too. Not bad. Now, how do we want to start this durian? Oh yeah, this is a salamander, same from the first game. You know, since we bought it, let's at least try to use Mosquito Pitch. Show what it looks like and all that. No one's burning? So yeah, it's a nice little skill. It's got AoE, which is definitely good at this point in the game. We will go forward punch. We don't have anyone's exhaust except for Chero's, so we will hold off on that. Okay, I was like, hey, don't hit Ryu again. Woohoo! D3? Yes, D3! Man, Ryu and Durian, they are a good team. They really are. But honestly, I think I will, go back and quote-unquote unlearn Mosquito Pitch after this. Like, oh, I wasn't paying attention to... Hey, Ryu, you good? Okay, we're good. But, slight problem. Yeah. Ryu takes damage. Ryu's gonna die. No. Okay, good. It stopped calculating damage once he got the kill. Yeah, that's the thing about burns, it's it can affect you even in the middle of a groove skill. I mean, it really doesn't hurt to just have one level in these things. I'm taking, like... I know SP is an important thing around, like, especially the midpoint, the beginning to midpoint in the game. It's like a finite resource. It almost feels like that. And you're like, oh my gosh, I need more SP. But really, like, a few hundred here or there is not gonna hurt that much. So fine, we'll keep Mosquito Pitch. But I'm not learning Gig Guarantee. I keep saying I won't learn these things if I learn them. But Gig Guarantee, it's not really one that I need to learn. I'm pretty sure the animation is the same as the one for Dry Ice, so I don't think we're missing out on that. If we are missing out, then I will cut in here with the animation of what Gig Guarantee looks like, if it's any different. Anyway, let's take care of this fight really quick. I think I had Durin use counter stance? Yes, okay. Wasting no time. Just destroy. Anyway, the goal for today is to get 3 DZ, and we've gotten 2. Is the last dragon on this map? I wasn't paying attention. Cause it looks like we're about to go up a new floor. Okay, no, we're not going up a new floor yet. Oh, that's not a flower dragon, but it's just standing still. No real reason to do that, but okay. Okay, there's the way down. Or you need a little bit of mana. So does Chero. I mean, might as well give it to everybody while we're here. Can we get the sneak on you? Nope! You have a wide range of AoE. That shouldn't be allowed. Okay. We should be able to handle this pretty nice. We've fought this one before. Ooh, the difference in defense, man. God. He's our tank, man. We gotta keep him super defensive. Alright, next turn. Sorry I didn't really heal you, Aru, but next turn, we will heal her. Okay. Woo! D2 immediately. We'll go for the Earthbreaker. I know it's an assault stance, but we should be fine, right? Yeah! Yeah, Durian! One to 2 more rounds of this should be fine. Sorry if you can hear dogs out. I keep choosing to record in the evening. I need to maybe change my time up. I don't know. It always feels like there's something outside, whether it's dogs or motorcycles. Yeah, tell him, Durian! Talk to him! And with that, we have the DZ we needed. Let's regroup at the National Diet Building. When you're headed back to the diet, go ahead and use this special skill escape or an escape kit item to leave. Not yet, King. Okay, go back and see us outside the scope of the mission. Come back. Sorry. Did you say the same thing when we try to go down here? No, okay. Oh, because there's nothing here. Breastplate. And nothing else. More defense on Dorian? Okay, it wasn't a choice. That I was gonna do it anyway, but it's not even a choice. We have to. Hello, everyone. President Emil is waiting at HQ. I know you're worn out, but come on back with that DZ. I don't get why it's playing this music, but okay. I've leveled up my perception considerably since the dragons arrived. Don't you worry. I'll alert you of any suspicious movements. Hello. U13, you're okay moving around already? We need you. No, humanity needs you. Don't push yourself too hard. We will try, though it's a bit difficult when it seems like we're the only ones who can do this. The dragons came back again. All the grown-ups say we're safe here. Is that true? I'm gonna thrash all these dragons. U13, you go back to bed. You little rascal. This little rascal. I didn't know that was, the character's subtitle. Find the dragons. I'm gonna pop a cat with our tails. That day's coming soon, punks. I got a lot more attention since last year. You may be in 13, but you see anything suspicious. Be careful. Let me know. Hang on. Okay, you. I think I need help. What does the downer ailment do on enemies? Is it something different? I mean, how do you defend against them? Does defending lower the chance of that happening? I know some games do that. I don't remember if this one does. Yeah. Yeah, so what is the... I don't think monsters follow the rules of mana. I don't think they do. Like, what's the point of that? Accessories, a guard, a stack. Okay, yeah, there's no, like, defending raises the chance. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't understand RU's skill. What's the point of inflicting downer on monsters that don't use MP? Unless they do use MP, but it never seems like it. Excellent work. It's been a while since I saw you fight. It won't be long until you're back at this rate. I'm relieved, I confess. Alright, let's develop some weapons with this ASAP. After all, DZ is a precious material. We don't want to use it haphazardly. Going forward, we'll allocate DZs in the Marunouchi conference room. Shizuka! Yes! From now on, I'm appointing you as a special aide to the president of Marunouchi. Whoa! What a job for someone like me. I can't believe what you're saying. I'll do my very best, ma'am. Shizuka, call a meeting of the Marunouchi. Near 13, hoping to count on your support. Roger that. So, then we'll be in the Marunouchi conference room. I'll be waiting for you in the lobby. See Shizuka for the details. That's all. Hey, Matsuki. If new dragons? Okay, say the same thing. Honestly, while we're here, I do want to look a little bit. I want to see what Iki says about idols. Idol! The new kids on the block. Wild heart to inspire their teammates. Idols have average stats, but they can pull off stunts other classes wouldn't dream of. Their first specialty is order and formation skills. Order skills direct your eyes to attack, but exactly what they do is up to luck. Formation skills provide a one-turn buff. We don't have formation skills yet, but yes, they are pretty good. The second specialty is fever mode. Idols have a fever gauge. As you use certain skills and dodge, it rises. Some skills require a given level of fever. There's an urban legend going around too. When an idol goes beyond fever level 3, they transcend fever to become a superstar. Such a superstar, it's said, is a fortunate soul. Idols have attack and support skills too, a jack of all trades but far from average. In conclusion, an idol's a charismatic commander, confound foes of formations and orders. So yeah, pretty much everything I said before walking up to the roof. That episode, yeah, they are supposed to be jack of all trades, but they just don't feel like it. They feel too gimmicky. They just feel like a classic jack of all trades. Like, I would sooner call the samurai one instead of the idol. But okay. If we talk to Sharon, I don't think... Yep, no more quests. Well then, let's not delay. Come to the conference room just behind me. I didn't know there's a story, significance to this scene that we're looking at right now. This is the conference room? Dang. In the Marunouchi conference room, head Marunouchi organization staff meet and decide how to allocate DZ. By pointing your limited resources, you can renovate the floors of the diet to research new weapons, armor, and skills. While at the present you only have 2 choices, further development plans will be presented as you proceed with the war against dragons. I honestly thought we just kind of slapped some DZ on the table and we were like, hey, can you build us a res ward? And they're like, okay. I didn't know there was actual discussion that went on. For today, these are the enabled options. See, we only have arms fabrication. Client, Remy, reward, new equipment unlocked. Workspace requested by the dev team, should add new equipment to the factory. Res ward, A repair. From Sharon, and our reward is Stealth 1. Repair residential floor for citizens. Should open up new quests. The only one we can do is arms fabrication, and we literally need this to advance the story. Please send DZ to my beloved factory. I promise it'll be worth your while. Gosh, guys, thanks so much. I, Remy, declare myself inspired. Then we'll begin repairing their arms fabrications. So let's begin without delay, shall we? Building. New goods are available at the factory. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Arms fabrication is now functional. Miss Remy wants to say thank you. If you should have time, please pay a visit. Okay. Remy was shaking. I don't know why. Unit 13! I'm ever so grateful for the ever so precious materials you made to bring back for us. Thanks to you guys, we were able to soup up the gear here a fair amount. It should assist you in retaking Marunouchi. Put it to good use for us. Thank you for developing these arms. President Emil has sent a message asking you to please stop by Murakami HQ after finishing the preparations at the factory. So yeah, now... Welcome! These are Rami's best and brightest. When we talk to Rami, we get... equipment now! That is her role. She sells equipment. The guy to her right, came out... I was about to say Kami. Sells weapons. And then to her left is Waji, who sells items. And other stuff that helps through dungeons. So to start, we've all been wearing uniforms, and now we can kind of do some upgrades. Now, Durin just got a breastplate, so that's not going to help him. This could help him with defense, but we'll keep what we have right now. This... Alright, here we go. Our first evasion boosting equipment. Kevlar shirt. Easy to move in. We're going to buy that for... Not 15. We're going to buy that for Ryu. We'll buy the underwear for Cherai. You know, the stats are completely better on this equipment. Just that slight evasion chance is very nice. I don't know, when do we start getting fever, the fever gauge? Like, it's not something that you unlock, I don't think. I don't know. It's weird. Because we've been dodging a few attacks, and I feel like by now we should at least see fever 1, but we haven't. But like I said, I didn't really know how to play the idol from the start of the game when I first played this, so who knows. Anyway, attack rig. We're gonna buy that for Ryu. And we're gonna buy a swift ring for Ryu. More evasion. Guard ring for Chero. And we have paralysis guard, which we got a paralysis cut at one point, I believe. It's either paralysis cut or another paralysis guard. So it seems like we'll need more of those at some point. So I'll save the rest of my money on that end. Because we also need to buy weapons. And maybe more items. So yeah, there's paralysis cut. Let's get you this swift ring and attack ring. Sure, I can hold the guard ring and the paralysis cut. Keima! Hey, you're here! Give my weapons a try! These are samurai weapons. We don't have any samurai. We don't have any tricksters with knives or guns. But we got Durian. We'll buy the best of the best. Fists for busting things open. Steel crafted knuckles. So, alright, here's hackers' weapons, which I never really understood the purpose of buying, because they barely have any skills that deal damage. Yet I buy them anyway. Though I reach a certain point where I stop buying them because you get a certain weapon that just helps them so much more than any sort of attack or magic attack boost could do. But yes, at this point, I will buy weapons for Chero. Especially because we have Ryu with her groove skills, so he should have all the attack he can get. Model made for battle. Checker Mike, easy to use and strong. Kitty Mike, heart-poundingly cute. Now, as you can see here, the Checker Mike has 17 attack and 9 magic attack. But the Kitty Mike has 14. Oh. Yeah. It only has 14 attack instead of 17. So, this is kind of reinforcing the whole, like, that jack of all trades. They can use whatever stats they want and stuff. Maybe that's why my idol didn't do so well, because I didn't really know which skills did what, because they don't tell you. Like, I'm guessing the one that says it does sonic damage means that it's based on magic attack. In terms of the, microphone skill. But otherwise, yeah, I really don't know. Like, I didn't really focus on... I just bought whatever was the newest weapon. I didn't think about, like, oh yeah, this one has more physical attack, this one has more magical attack. If you are scrutinizing your idol that much, where you can, like, tell what kind of attack you want them to have, you know, you want them to be physical attacker, magical attacker, then I'm sure you will have a nice time there. But for me, I just kind of go with whatever. Maybe I'll learn to actually tell the difference now that, we're playing again, but... yeah. We got Heal Arrow 2s for sale. Blindal and Z. Yeah, these are the Z items. They restore a bit of life. Don't know if monsters can even blind in this dungeon. I'll just buy it though. Camel tool. Encounter rate is briefly lower. We'll buy a few of those. Take off my glasses. Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, we could buy a few more heal arrow ones. Our health isn't that high where we need that many heal arrow 2s. Buy a few more medicine 1s, cause might use them outside of battle. And that should be it for our items. Now we need to go talk to Emil. So let's go do that. Rin and Shizuka here too. Hellos. Good timing. I have a meeting with the Americans. Dave's provisional government. I'd like you to sit in as well. Dave, you mean President Mueller's secretary? David Griffith? In the last war, the United States lost over 70% of its territory and 90% of its people. However, David and the core of their government escaped Washington before its destruction by fleeing on an intact aircraft carrier. They have set up an interim government in Los Angeles to oversee reconstructions. Excuse me! President Emil, we have a connection! Hello. I never really thought about it. What language is everyone speaking in this game? Do people from America, are they speaking Japanese, or are people from Japan speaking English? Like, how are we communicating? We're just, I mean, there's clearly something that we're doing right here. You seem well, Miss Emil. You too, David. Mr. Prime Minister, Miss Emil, everyone, I'm happy to have this chance to speak. Let's begin by thanking God we're all safe. We've been able to hold out on our side. How are you doing? We beat the invasion back thus far with some difficulty, but it's only a matter of time. Our promise to you remains unchanged. The United States of America will provide assistance in Japan's time of need. Thanks. Per your request, Mr. Emil, I dispatched 44 members of Sector 11 from the United States to Japan. They should be there within the day. Sector 11? What's that? The United States Special Forces unit, selected solely based on ability. You could say they're America's Murakumo. Reinforcements are coming? If so, that'd be an immense help. Your assistance is appreciated, David. Sector 11 can boast some significant achievements in the last Dragon War. Combined with Unit 13, they'll be a formidable fighting force. However, the state of affairs being what it is, I didn't expect you to dispatch Sector 11 to assist us so readily. Haha, rather frosty, aren't you? Weren't you yourself the commander of Sector 11 in the previous war, Miss Emil? That is true, yes. You know, no one wants to address how short she is now. Like, I really don't understand why this isn't a thing that no one talks about in the game. It just bothers me. It's so weird, and I don't get it. And the True Dragon stronghold is Tokyo. If we follow the course of the previous war, defeating the True Dragon will slay the rest. We may not fully understand the situation, but we're not here out of charity. Naturally not. We're grateful for your quick studies, though. We'll be in touch again when our forces have arrived. Even now, we move to reclaim our world. Here's to a lasting peace. That's the end of the transmission. Sounds like we're getting the help we need. We'll await their arrival to plan in earnest. In the meantime, I'd like the SDF and Unit 13 to do some reconnaissance in the Marunouchi. Before we join forces, let's get some intel. That alright? Yeah. Roger. I'll entrust that to you, then. Everyone dismissed. Carry out your assignments. Alright, then. That's that. Though we're only, like, just at around 30 minutes, so we should at least get in there for a bit. Nothing new. Yes, never mind. I want to level up attack booster. I don't want to level up for a punch. Nah. It seems like that is our only mission for now. Like, we got nothing here, nothing here. And then we just go straight back to it. We should probably sleep. Chiro. Can you make us something good today, Chiro? I can always count on you. That's at least how it seems so far. Yes! Are you? I know you've had your differences with the bento boxes, the ingredients, but maybe this time something will work out. Yeah, there we go. Home bentos, they actually restore, I believe, 60 HP to the whole team. 70! Life, not HP. Big difference. Alright, let's go straight back then. We're ready to go. This is a reconnaissance mission to investigate phenomena in Marunouchi. A detachment of the SDF should already be in position as you arrive. Take no risks and proceed with caution. Got it, my Sonyan. I really do like the environment in this dungeon, though. I always like crystally looking stuff. It's always really cool. Like, I have a... What is the phrase? I'm impartial or something like that to areas that have crystals in them. I just think they're really cool. I don't know. Do y'all have any sort of environments that you just really like in games? Like, for me, it's always the crystally places and the tropical beach type of areas that just do it for me. I'm like, wow, I love it here. It's so cool. Which is weird on the tropical part because I really don't. I mean, tropical almost looks really pretty in real life, but I wouldn't really want to like get into the ocean or do anything like that. I got a fear of like anything underwater. That stuff kind of scares me in the ocean and the sea. Like, gosh, I love the kitty mic weapon. Look at that. It looks more like a tiger, but alright, we'll call it kitty. Anyway. Oh, are you guys all saying the same stuff? Yeah, you are. Anyway, yeah, any favorite areas that you guys got in games? When it's just like, oh yeah, I always love to see the kind of like, you know, desert areas in a game or somewhere like that. I don't think there's much more between here and back where we were. Back where we left. Yeah, let's show AoE mosquito pitch, which doesn't look any different. It's just, you know, just looks nice. Yeah, nice damage all around. Rascal kick, you little rascal! Okay, starting the new area now. Oh wow. Why does it feel like I've never heard Rin's voice before? I don't know, like, surely we heard it at least once in 7th Dragon 2020, but I really don't remember. Anyway, she sounds really cool. You 13, do you read me? We're patrolling by the station now. Nothing dangerous here yet, so keep going. Alright, we got a few dragons, this person to rescue. We're really back in it. Just a regular day, Fina 13. Treasure. Okay. Not yet. 2 medicine 2s. I don't know what I expected. Healing items, like... That's another thing in 7th Dragon. It feels like money is also not an issue. I mean, I'm sure I've already said that at some point. Level 1 warning. A dragon is, you know, somewhat nearby. See the dragon symbol turned to blue. But I talked about how mana never seems like a big issue. Unless it's like certain situations. Usually like long Imperial fights. But like, money feels like an even smaller issue. It just feels like we're never low on it. And like, we always have what we need too. It's like, I am full on medicine 1s. I'm almost full on medicine 2s, I'm sure. I just bought those out of kindness, out of respect for Waji, but I'm sure I would have been fine without buying any other medicine just now. Nice, level up. It doesn't help that you get healed fully after every level up, which honestly happens often enough. Trust you, I've only lost my bearings. There's no need to treat it like a disaster, but I guess I should be polite. You're trying to help in your own way. Okay. But yeah, man, money, it's like, I bought for a team of 6, and I still never felt like I was low on money last time. It's about to be even more people that I buy for in this game. And I'm sure we're not gonna be strapped for cash at any point, like, except the beginning section. That's why I'm like, man, Gig Guarantee sounds like such a, you know, cool skill. But then I'm like, I don't need extra money. Anyway, we got the preemptive. So, yeah. Everyone prepare! Let's start with attack booster. So you probably should start with defense booster, and they went to attack booster next round, but... whatever. It's fine. We go for the counter stance. Because it seems like this thing likes to do fire breath in its first actual round of fighting. Which, yeah, the game makes it a point, like, to the point where it's actually talked about that dragons do similar, like, this is a salamander. All other salamanders attack in very similar ways on their first few rounds of a fight. So, like, for example, let's say, like, this one does, yeah, like, a basic attack and fire breath. Pretty much every salamander you meet, which really should be more like, I don't know, 6 or 7, they will all start the fight like that. I'm sure they reach a point where their movements become a little more random, but in the first round or two, especially the first round, it is like always the same startup for dragons, which is nice because like with the amount that you fight, which technically isn't that much, but it's enough for you to be like, oh yeah, I should remember that. Certain skills that the destroyer gets later on, which are those reversal skills. There's not really a shared name between them all. Like breath, render, and claw smasher, like they don't have any name in common, so I'll call them the reversal skills because what they do is they completely nullify damage or reduce it at earlier levels, and then they counter depending on if the enemy used a breath skill or a claw skill or a mouth skill, which is called like a fang breaker, fang, something like that. I never used those skills, but I think I might at least try them this playthrough. You know, once we get them. Hey, year 13, I set the save point here right now, just for you guys. Can't help but think, if I'd saved back then, back before I confessed my love to him. Whatever, back to the front lines with me. Can we... How do you make these? Can I learn how to make a save point in life? Like, you know, there's no lore on how these save points are made, but okay. We probably should have healed a little before this fight. It's fine. We got Chero. Regenerator isn't gonna do much for us, but it's just the thought that counts. And the fact that we are very strong, we're just gonna obliterate this thing. Yes. Attack boost. I do wish Idols had Hacker had like a little bit, just a crumb of actual attacking skill. They only have like one direct damage dealing skill. And it feels so weird in a game like this where your team is so limited. Like, you can only bring 3 people into a fight. And there's only 6 classes in the game, like 5 in the previous one. You would think that they would have every class be able to, you know, defend themselves without needing a lot of setup and chance, like the Hacker does. I mean, I think that's also part of the fun of a Hacker. Like, you can't just go in and destroy everything with them. Like, you actually need teammates. Or, you know, just solo the game as a Hacker. I'm sure this will work out fine. It's actually someone that I watch, that I subscribe to on YouTube, who is soloing during 2020 as a Hacker. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't keep up with it all because it's like the fights take a long time. So I mostly had to like skip around stuff, but it's like really interesting. I wonder how far they're gonna get. Also, they're called PK Love if you want to check them out. They do a lot of really cool solo or duo or limited runs of different games. I mostly watched their Etrian Odyssey ones. But yeah, recently they started the 7th Dragon 2020 one. I was like, man, you chose the solo with the most difficult class in the game. I mean, the most difficult class to solo with in the game. You know, extreme amounts of respect. Like, woo! If I were to solo, I'd like I said, I usually choose the Samurai when I try to solo, but I'd be fine choosing the Destroyer too, I think. Just the way that they're very slow would be a bit of a problem. And Destroyers are like the most dragon countering class in the game. like I said, with those reversal skills, completely nullifying damage at later levels. Like, that's kind of their job. Oh my goodness, we've been going for 42 minutes? Okay. I think right here, right now, is a good place to stop then. That can either go on you or you. I mean, we want that evasion. So yeah, you know, rather sudden, but I will stop right here. I'm gonna check out those areas at the bottom of the screen before going back up here, through here. So, until that time, later.